All right. Let's have a look at these charts and see what we can see. This is not financial advice. It's just what we see and we're sharing it. So take with a pinch of salt and do what you want with it. Let me look at the Dixie. So Dixie on the daily and the weekly, that's what we're going to spend our time on. Daily is bullish. So this, we had another here. Daily is bullish and therefore it's going to go up higher. If we move it to weekly, weekly is bullish. We may take some of this candle back. So maybe we sell off to about 98.2, 98.5 and continue the journey up. I expect more upside. Monthly chart is bullish as well. So I expect the Dixie to go up and I expect it to probably even go and exceed this top and probably test the tops here in the coming months, of course. It's not going to happen overnight, but this is a bullish chart. I think if you were to even draw a trend line through here, through there, it would touch there. Let's have a look. Let's try that. Just saw it in the naked eye. So, okay, doesn't, okay, that's fine. But yeah, it will go up at least this point here is a minimum. And if it fails, then of course you get lower prices, but I don't think it's likely to fail. So that's the dollar. I'm gonna look at gold, silver. So silver on the monthly chart. Silver is completing its move. So, the energy flow is still up. So we've got to respect that on the monthly, weekly. We had a bit of a sell-off, a huge sell-off here. We haven't gone below that candle. Um, I think we probably push up a little bit higher on this, and I would probably wait for a resolution as to what happens because in between here and here, that's your decision zone, really. So, you know, if I actually bring it to the daily chart, um, if price were to close back here, we're going down a lot. If price were to close above here, you're going up a lot if it also close above here. So I'll just sit on the sidelines and wait. Um, you know, I think potentially it will come down, but it could do one more move to the upside before. So, I just sit on the sidelines and let the market decide, and then I'll trade whichever direction it goes. So this one is a wait and see. Momentum is still strong. I mean, the daily, daily RSI is 65, 64. It's not bearish. So, and we haven't really closed below even the 9 daily moving EMA. So, you can't be bearish here on this daily chart. You can't be bearish either on the weekly because we're still riding the KC channel, which is three standard deviations. I think I got mine. So yeah, I wouldn't say this is bearish. We could push up one more time before. We do have a divergence. Some divergence is playing out, but they are not really clean yet. So this could continue going up some more. Uh, so wait for a decision on that. Gold is probably also the same. So, it's better to wait for a close below the 9 and then you know where we're heading. But it could push one more up one more time to about 4.8. So if we close above here on the daily chart, if we get good daily closing candle above this red candle here, 84.48 is on the menu. So just have to wait for confirmation and then join the trade. If it closes below here, which is even just below here, you know where we're heading. So that's that. Copper as well. I want to have a look at copper. So copper on the weekly chart, big sell-off, and we recovered all the sell-off. Now I think there is still a bit more of a scope to push. I mean, this is a shooting star, I think, and the daily again is still riding the 9. So it's not finished yet. We definitely have to sweep the liquidity on this anyway. So I'd expect this to continue going higher, maybe back into here And if we break it, then we might go and test this trend line to the upside. So, and again, if you close below this candle, then you know where you're heading. So it's one of those trades where you just have to wait for confirmation. It's better to wait and try to play hero. Um, and so those are the kind of equities I want to have a look at of interest to me. Um, if I look at the SPX briefly on the weekly chart, it's going to go higher. So the SPX will go higher on the weekly chart. Yeah, you go higher first, even if you're going to collapse. But I think it will go higher. XPX goes higher into next week before any collapse. The monthly is still in a healthy place. Weekly is still healthy. Daily still healthy. So goes higher. Um, the Nasdaq on the weekly chart again. Yeah, I think the Nasdaq will also go higher as well. I think it'll go higher. We may get a bit of a pullback and then it will try to go higher. It probably forms a new all-time high again before anything happens. So those are those things I want to talk about. And let me look at Bitcoin now. Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is quite interesting. So we have this controlling. I've got so many things on my chart now. We have this controlling candle, which is obviously um, an area we've got 96,145 here and 95. We've come to 95 and on the weekly, although the momentum is still up, momentum is still strong. We've got a red candle. I think we'll go higher. And the reason why I think we'll go higher first is if we come to here, we got support here, we got support here. So, and we're still above the 50. At all this selling, good 4 hours. So we got big volume coming and it's giving the market support. I think we'll go higher. This will go higher. At least it will go to about maybe I think 94K, back to 94K, 95, even 96K before if it's going to come back down again, it comes back down again. There's so much liquidity to the upside that the market maker would want to take some of it back. Most importantly is this candle here, these two candles here. So, I won't be surprised to see Bitcoin 100,000 in the coming week or even 104 in the coming week. So that's my bias. I think we'll go up first, take some liquidity to the upside. And if we fail here, that is when I would say, okay, yes, we're coming back to my lower targets, somewhere around the 70K, 68K, somewhere there. That's a good place to buy Bitcoin. So that's what I'm seeing on Bitcoin. And I want to just quickly have a look at dominance. So Bitcoin dominance. Okay, so this is very important. So Bitcoin dominance tried to go up. This was the traction draw and this candle here. It tried to go up and it couldn't close above this candle. We had to close above the body, but we couldn't go and close above it. So I think Bitcoin dominance is looking a little bit weak. It's looking weak, which means altcoins are probably going to pump hard. Yeah, it's not in a strong position dominance at the moment. Yeah, it's not in a strong position at the moment. Dominance is not on a weekly, on the daily, it's not doing it. Let me see 4 hours and see what 4 hours is doing. So we recovered that. Yes. So we recovered it and we went higher. So let's see. We could push higher into here. These two candles here could be attraction candles of interest. So in 4 hours, we could push higher to here before we collapse. And then if I look on it, because let me see if there's any. yeah, we might not get it because the 1 hour is not looking strong enough for the moment to support it. Um, the RSIs have all rolled. Um, so dominance is weak, so which means altcoins can pump. And if Bitcoin goes to 100K, your altcoins will pump really hard. So uh, that's all I've got. Altcoins, maybe I can, pick a few altcoins like Bonk. These coins are going to do really well. Um, so let's have a look here. Yeah, so if we look at Bonk, Bonk is on the weekly. You see, we've sold off quite well, taking some of the liquidity on this candle. And if we go to daily, actually, I like 4 hours because the daily is still bullish. So if you look at this, we're still above the 50. There's no breakdown in structure really. It will go higher. It will go probably all the way up to 17. I'm pretty sure of that. So the Bonk is a good one. It's a good one. Yeah, they need to recover all the liquidity around here. So I'd expect this to go up. And let's look at yeah, so Bonk is going to go up as well. Um, yeah, it will go back up. You may get a last move to the downside here, maybe somewhere here before, but it's got support, a lot of support on it at the moment, and the daily is still bullish. So that'll be the buyers. Fatcoin's also come to the middle of the ground between the channels. I'd expect this to go up and not break down. We had a weekly sell-off. Go to here. So you can see here, they're trying to recover the liquidity on this candle. And I think on the 1 hour chart, you've got, this is the one day after. So they're going to go for it. And there's another one also stuck here, up here. So they will go for it as well. So I'd expect it to go at least higher and do a new all-time high to maybe 50, 55, 54, somewhere there before you get a proper collapse. We can pick ICP is another good one. So ICP's got on the weekly chart, I think this thing will go actually minimum 490, but this is the golden area for me. 722 is on the cards. They'll pump really hard. So that one is a good one. SPX is another one I like because there's a liquidity on this here, which is sitting around 0.86. So you can hit 0.93, you might get it on this one as well. So, and Injective is another good one as well that I saw as well. So you got divergence here. I expect minimum $10 on Injective with this move to the upside. It could go way higher. And I think there's one more, IMIX. So IMIX is another one. So sitting on a kind of divergence on it. So I don't expect this to break down. I would expect this to continue going up to the other side on the weekly chart anyway. And if Bitcoin is doing what we expect, then they will do really well. And FHAI as well. Yes, bullish on the weekly chart. So I'd expect higher prices as well on this one as well. Bring it to the daily chart. Daily still bullish. This is the target, 0.48. They're taking some of the liquidity on this back. But I expect this to go up rather than break down. And which other one do I have? CRV, Aave. CRV is also going to go up. They've done the initial selling and you've got support. So I'd expect this to go up. I'd expect it to go up higher, maybe to here, somewhere here, somewhere there. But I think this is the candle the after. So you're talking 0.7. Yeah, 0.6, 0.7 zone will be an area of interest. Aave is also looking potentially good on the weekly chart. So I would expect that this would go higher. Sorry, this is the daily chart. Yeah, I'd expect this candle will be a candle of interest. Let's get rid of that. This will be a candle of interest here. And we would expect that at least it will get moved to somewhere there. Let's take it here first. 205. And then you get one to 231. And if you're lucky, it might shoot itself all the way up to here, 285, and then come back down again. So that's what we're seeing on these coins that I follow. Ethereum. Ethereum has had support here. I wouldn't expect Ethereum to break down just yet. So I'd expect it to go up. I expect Ethereum to go up higher to, these candles here are candles of interest. So initial target will be the 200, around 36. And then you looking at, 39 and into 43. I mean, we could come all the way to the tops here on Ethereum, but that would take a number of weeks, maybe 2, 3 weeks, maybe. So it's also looking good. So all the coins I kind of track are looking really good for long positions at the moment because of what we're seeing on Bitcoin. And I will leave it at that, and I wish you all the best.